Have you ever wondered what life was like in the prehistoric era? An era cloaked in mystery, the prehistoric period was a time when history wasn't officially written, yet it was an era of immense innovation that laid the foundations of our world as we know it today. This epic of human history was divided into three main ages: the Stone Age, the Bronze Age, and the Iron Age. The names of these ages weren't haphazardly assigned. They reflect the primary materials that early humans used to craft their tools that were more than just simple instruments. They were the catalysts of a new society, paving the path for human evolution. So, let's embark on a journey back in time, a journey to an era where humans were still learning to master their environment. As we venture into the prehistoric era, we'll start with the earliest of these ages, the Stone Age. The Stone Age, a period spanning over 3 million years, was a pivotal time for human evolution. This epical era was divided into three main periods: the Paleolithic, Mesolithic, and Neolithic. Each period brought its unique contributions to the evolution of humanity. But let's start at the very beginning with the Paleolithic period, the dawn of the Stone Age. During this time, early humans made a significant leap in their development: the creation of stone tools. These tools were not complex by today's standards, but they represented a major evolutionary milestone. Early humans started by using sharp pebbles to cut and shape other materials. These were essentially just sharpened rocks, but their creation required a detailed understanding of how stone behaves under different circumstances, an early demonstration of human problem solving. As humans became more adept at crafting these tools, they began to develop more complex implements, like stones for chopping. These could be used to cut wood or prepare food, expanding the range of tasks early humans could perform. The pièce de résistance of their tool-making endeavors was the hand axe, a multi-purpose tool crafted using a combination of hard and soft hammer techniques. Now, let's turn the page to the Mesolithic period. During this era, humans continued to refine their tool-making skills, but they also began to experiment with another significant innovation: planting food. As the climate changed and became more conducive to agriculture, humans started to sow the seeds of what would eventually become farming. The final stage of the Stone Age, the Neolithic period, saw humans building on these innovations, creating more advanced tools and developing more sophisticated farming techniques. As simple as these tools may seem today, their creation was a monumental leap in human brain function and problem solving. These innovations were the building blocks that set the foundation for all human development that followed. The Stone Age was indeed a period of great leaps and bounds, a time when humans took their first significant steps towards the civilization we know today. Fire and agriculture were two major game changers in the Stone Age. As our ancestors navigated the challenges of the prehistoric world, they stumbled upon a force of nature that would revolutionize their lives: fire. The taming of fire was no small feat, as it required a deep understanding of how heat, fuel, and oxygen interact. But once they got the hang of it, fire became an essential tool for survival. Imagine the dark, cold nights of prehistoric times, filled with the unknown and unseen. Fire provided warmth, warding off the bone-chilling cold. It illuminated the darkness, revealing potential threats lurking in the shadows. It also served as a deterrent for predators, offering a sense of security and safety. But fire was more than just a source of light and warmth. It was also a culinary game-changer. Cooking food over fire not only made it more palatable, but also easier to digest, unlocking additional nutrients and reducing the risk of foodborne illnesses. The ability to cook food was so significant that it's even been suggested that it played a key role in our brain's evolution, providing the energy needed for our brains to grow larger and more complex. Amidst the spark of fire, another significant development was beginning to sprout: agriculture. As the climate shifted during the Mesolithic period, humans began to experiment with planting and cultivating their own food. This was an immense turning point. No longer were our ancestors solely reliant on hunting and gathering. They could now grow a variety of plants, providing a more reliable food source and enabling them to settle in one place for longer periods of time. Climate change played a pivotal role in this agricultural revolution, making the soil more conducive for farming and allowing a wider range of food to be grown. This shift from a nomadic lifestyle to a more settled one paved the way for the development of larger communities and eventually the emergence of civilization. With farming came the domestication of animals, marking another significant milestone in human evolution. Domestication of animals wasn't just about having pets. It was a strategic move with multiple benefits. As humans began to farm, they found certain animals could be tamed and utilized to their advantage. Goats, for instance, were a source of milk and meat. Their hides could be used for clothing and their dung as fuel. Pigs, on the other hand, were excellent foragers and could turn over soil for planting while providing a ready source of protein. And then there were cattle. These sturdy creatures were strong enough to pull plows, making it easier to cultivate larger tracts of land. Not only that, but they also supplied milk, meat, hides, and even horns that could be fashioned into tools or containers. This was a game changer. Suddenly, humans had a steady supply of food and materials right at their doorstep, reducing their reliance on hunting and gathering. But the domestication of animals did more than just provide resources. It also led to a profound shift in how humans lived. Remember how our prehistoric ancestors were nomads, continually on the move in search of food and shelter? Well, with farming and animal husbandry, there was no longer a need to wander. Humans could now stay in one place, cultivating their crops and tending to their livestock. This led to the development of more permanent settlements. Humans began to build sturdier, more substantial homes. They started forming communities, where tasks could be shared and safety could be ensured. The nomadic lifestyle of our ancestors was gradually replaced with a sedentary one, marking the dawn of civilization as we know it. So, you see, the domestication of animals and the shift in settlement patterns were two crucial factors that propelled us from the Stone Age to the next phase of our evolution. They were stepping stones that led us from being at the mercy of nature to becoming masters of our own destiny. The innovations of the Stone Age laid the foundation for the next age in our journey, the Bronze Age. As we journey back to the present, it's clear that the prehistoric era was a time of significant evolution and innovation. In the Stone Age, humanity took its first steps towards civilization, mastering the use of stone tools and harnessing the power of fire. These advancements, as simple as they may seem to us today, signaled a major leap in human cognitive function and problem-solving skills. The Mesolithic period witnessed the birth of agriculture as early humans began experimenting with planting food. This not only diversified our diets but also laid the groundwork for a shift from a nomadic lifestyle to more permanent settlements. The domestication of animals further propelled this transformation, providing resources like food, clothing, and labor. Each of these milestones in the prehistoric era were stepping stones to the world we live in today. From the creation of tools to the domestication of animals, each step in this era was a building block to the world we live in today.